how to create a complete website prompt in real time. I want to build a website, but which website builder should I go with? With Shopify? Probably not after their massive Cyber Monday fail. Should I go with Squarespace? I've used them before, and I hated it. I hated their upfront startup cost just to publish my site. I hated their monthly payment system. I hated everything about it, honestly. I never really felt like I owned my own website with them. Wix, GoDaddy, WordPress.com, same story. You're renting, not owning. This is Web Launch Academy, and I'm your host, Matt Ellis. I'm going to show you a different way, okay? We're building a website from scratch that you own completely. No monthly subscriptions, no vendor lock-ins, no fumbles, just clean code, modern technology, and total control. Let's get building so you can build once and own forever. Here's what we're doing. I want to create a Ramsey's Preferred Coach website that helps people with their personal finances. And I'm going to build the site using Next.js. Now the key here is that I'm not going to let Claude just fill in fake content. I'm going to use a specific technique. I'm telling Claude to create only placeholder text files. This prevents Claude from making up imaginary users or random data on your site. Here's why that matters. When you build a website, you want the structure to be perfect. The content, that comes later. It's your responsibility, not the AI's. So let's break down what this website needs. First, we need a header with a banner image that reads Ramsey Preferred Coach. We'll also include navigation links, home, story, book, a favicon, which is a small icon that shows up in your browser tab and can be used across social media. The favicon serves two roles. It's your branding across multiple platforms. Next, we need a simple introduction about who you are. This should include a placeholder for a nice professional image, brief text introducing you, and a More About Me button that opens a modal with your full story. The main call to action. This is super simple. Just a heading, a button that says Book Free Consultation. That button will pop up a calendar modal where people can select their time. This is where it gets interesting. We're going to hard code the first testimonial for fast loading. Have left and right buttons to browse through more, and automatically fetch additional testimonials from Airtable as you add them. Why do we hard code some and fetch others? Okay, so this is where it gets a little bit tricky. Loading speed. When someone visits your site, you want it to load fast. Hard-coded testimonials are instant. The others can load in the background. This is a pro tip that separates good websites from slow ones. You want hundreds across the board on Lighthouse scoring? That's how you do it. Finally, a footer with a business location and contact information, privacy policy link, terms of service link. These should link to actual pages you create. Now, let's talk color scheme. This is where web design gets creative. For a financial coaching website, I'm going to suggest brown, green, and gold. Think about it like this. Nature shining upon a lush tree. That's not random. Brown is earth and stability. Green is growth and prosperity. Gold is value. It tells a story. Your color choices should always have intention behind them. Don't just pick colors because they look cool. Don't just pick your favorites. Pick them because they communicate something about your brand. For styling, we're going to use Tailwind CSS. This is included in the Web Launch Academy course, and it makes styling incredibly efficient. Here's a critical point: mobile-first design. Most of your traffic will come from mobile phones, so we build the layout starting with mobile screens first, then scale up to larger screens. This ensures a better user experience and means your site will actually work on the devices people use most. The good news is, Claude does this automatically. On mobile, we'll use a hamburger menu. That's the 3 horizontal lines that expand when you click them. And on desktop, we show the full navigation. This is industry standard, and it's what Claude will naturally suggest when you give it proper direction. Building complexity step by step. Now the booking calendar. This is the centerpiece of the website, so let's be specific about what we need. Calendar structure. Full month view with left and right buttons to change months. Weekends are unselectable because coaches work Monday through Friday. Available time slots show real-time availability pulled from Airtable. This prevents double booking. Time slots, free consultations, 30 minutes each, takes up 1 time slot. Paid consultations, 1 hour each, takes up 2 time slots. This keeps your calendar organized and simple. Time zone handling. Here's where it gets smart. The calendar needs to detect the user's geographic location and show time. Time zone handling. Here's where it gets smart. The calendar needs to detect the user's geographic location and show times in their local time zone. But if that can't be detected, we can default to EST or wherever you live. Then when the booking goes into Airtable for your email automation, we convert it back to EST or again wherever you live, so you know when that person is actually coming. After booking, once someone books, show a confirmation screen with a success message. Let them know they'll receive an email, then immediately create a new record in Airtable so the data is captured. This entire flow from clicking book free consultation to seeing confirmation should feel seamless. Here's how Airtable powers this. The testimonials table has 3 fields: first name, last name, and note. That's all you need. Simple and clean. When someone books an appointment, a new record is created automatically with their name, selected date and time zone information, and any other relevant booking details. Airtable acts as your database. It's what ties everything together. And remember, this is taught in the Web Launch Academy course. Your students own this. They're not dependent on some expensive subscription platform. They control their data. Airtable acts as your database. It's what ties everything together. And remember, this is taught in the Web Launch Academy course. You own this. You're not dependent on some expensive subscription platform. You control the data. So here's what we've defined. Header and navigation branding, introduction section with a modal for your story, booking section with a calendar modal, testimonials gallery with hard-coded and dynamic loading, footer with legal links, color scheme, brown, green, gold, that communicates your brand values, mobile-first responsive design that works on all devices, Airtable integration for booking and testimonials, time zone handling for a global audience, confirmation flow that's user-friendly, and this all creates a complete specification. When you take this to Claude AI or Claude Code, you have everything Claude needs to build exactly what you want, not what it thinks you want. That's the difference between a vague prompt and a powerful one. Now here's what you do. Copy this entire prompt specification, go into Claude AI, paste it in, let Claude ask clarifying questions and answer them clearly. Then generate your code. It's that simple. When you paste it into Claude Code or VS Code, you'll have working, production-ready code that you own completely. You can modify it, extend it, deploy it to Vercel. It's yours forever. You can deploy it on any web host. This is what build once, own forever means. You're not paying monthly subscription fees for a website builder. You built it. You own it. You can scale it. And the best part, by doing this exercise, you've learned how to think about building websites. You understand structure, user flow, performance considerations, and design intent. That's what separates people who can build websites from people who rely on someone else to build them for them. This prompt we just created, it's not just a template, it's a framework you can use for any website you build, whether it's for yourself, your clients, or your students. If you want to learn how to create prompts like this, how to set up Next.js, GitHub, Vercel, and Airtable, that's what we do here. We teach you how to build once and own forever. Your code, your flexibility, your control. It's all yours. If you're new here and this approach resonates with you, consider hitting subscribe. We drop videos regularly on building websites you actually own.